evening. Today is December 8th, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. Today's topic is Taiwan to pass the executive orders of importing U.S. pork with red taping. First, President Tsai proposed executive orders on August 22nd that Taiwan will implement the import of U.S. pork on January 1st, 2021. A total of 9 executive orders were negotiated between multi-partisan in the legislative yuan at 10 a.m. today. The KMT legislators were dissatisfied with the procedures and had arguments with the DPP legislators. KMT caucus whip Lin Weizhou threw coffee cups and documents through the table, and negotiation terminated in 15 minutes. We can see this is what happened at that time. And however, regardless of the outcome of the negotiation, lifting the ban of U.S. pork with red taping will be implemented on January 1st next year as scheduled. And why? Here are some points. A, why do I say that the import of U.S. pork will be implemented as scheduled? Well, there are 2 reasons. First reason is if it chooses to for vote, then the ruling party DPP will have the whip hand because the DPP has 61 seats and the KMT only has 38 seats. And even adding the 5 seats from the Taiwan People's Party, Minzhongdang, there are only 43 seats in total, and the result will be still in favor of DPP. Second reason, even if the KMT uses delaying tactics, the executive orders of U.S. pork with red taping will still take effect automatically on December 25th. Either way, the import of U.S. pork will be implemented on January 1st next year. And why does the KMT still protest? I think they're just making gestures to their supporters, showing that they are trying their best. B, Biden had an interview with the New York Times on December 2nd, and he said, well, we're not going to enter any new trade agreement with anybody before we have major investment at home. Does this mean that Taiwan will not be able to sign a BTA with the United States even if Taiwan lifts the ban of U.S. pork with red taping? Yes, it might. But as President Tsai said today in the 2020 Taiwan-U.S.-Japan Security Dialogue, and Taiwan will continue to strengthen its partnership with the U.S. and other countries through existing bilateral programs. I think what President Tsai implies is that lifting the ban of U.S. pork with red taping is not just to sign the BTA with the United States, but also to talk about BTA with other countries. If Taiwan wants to enter the international organizations, lifting the ban of U.S. pork with red taping is still a necessary approach. C, as for the ban on Fukushima food, Premier Su Chang said today, there is certainly no discussion on lifting the ban on Fukushima food now. Well, as I said yesterday, I don't think Taiwanese government will deal with the issue now because that would defocus the import of the U.S. pork. It has never been easy for Taiwan to face China's oppression and to move forward internationally. Taiwan's goal is to negotiate BTA with other like-minded countries and then join CPTPP. Fight on, Taiwan. Here are the top stories. Today, we have 2 confirmed cases. They're all imported cases. 1 migrant worker from Indonesia and 1 Taiwan businessman returned from China. First, I want to talk about U.S. arms sale to Taiwan. U.S. approves $280 million arms sale to Taiwan. According to the report released from the Defense Security Cooperation Agency, TECRO, Taiwan Economic and Cultural Representative Office has a request to buy a few information communication systems, FICS, consisting of first, 154 communication nodes with S788 type third shelter, and second, 24 communication relays with S788 type third shelter, and third, 8 network management systems with S788 types third shelter. Well, this proposed sale will contribute to the recipient's goal to modernize its military communications capability. And President Tsai expressed appreciation for it. And she said that Taiwanese government once again thanks the U.S. government to helping Taiwan strengthen its self-defense capability. MOFA spokesperson Joanne Oh also said that, well, this is the 6th time this year and the 11th time that the Trump administration has armed sales to Taiwan. It fully demonstrates that the U.S. has gradually implemented the normalization of arms sales to Taiwan. In addition, Taiwan reportedly buying 300 more Patriot missiles from the United States. According to the Ministry of National Defense, if this purchase is approved, it is estimated that the Taiwan's arsenal of PAC-3 missiles, or the PAC-3 missile, and that is a Patriot Advanced Capability 3, will reach to 650 by 2027, well, which can counteract the threat from the PLA Air Force. Well, President Tsai attended 2020 Taiwan-U.S.-Japan trilateral Indo-Pacific security dialogue today, and she reiterates China's threats on Taiwan. She said that based on historical experiences, Taiwan realized that when it counters major challenges, we can surely overcome difficulties as long as we work together and adhere to the shared values of different freedom and democracy. Also, British media, The Guardian, published an article with the title, Stronger Together. Taiwan Foreign Minister Joseph Wu urges new alliance against China. And he said that, well, I'm sure you will see that Japan, the United States, India, and now Australia, many other countries, including in the European Union, are now saying maybe this is the time for us to rethink the strategy for dealing with China. Talking about China's oppression on Hong Kong, according to ABC News, Hong Kong police arrest 8 activists over unauthorized protest, including former pro-democracy lawmakers Hu Zhiwei, Liang Guoxiong, and Eddie Zhu and Figo Chen were arrested at their homes on charges related to organizing and participating in the protests. President Tsai rebuts the arrest of Hong Kong activists, and she said, you know, we are once again presented with a fundamental discussion to make. That is, we either defend democracy or we surrender to the threat of authoritarianism. As to the U.S. presidential election, Trump said today, well, you will see a lot of big things happening over next week, couple of days. Well, I think one of the big things might be the video of Georgia election. You can see from the video, well, there was a guy that asked people to leave and start counting the extra 4 boxes of votes. Today, we know this guy's name is Ralph Jones. Well, Ralph Jones will actually... Well, he is the chief administrator of the election register in Fulton County. And also we know that his son, Jones Jr., owns a consulting company and has money dealing with Democratic Party's Atlanta Mayor, Keisha Lance Bottoms. Well, will anything big really happening in the future? Well, in a couple of days, we'll be watching. This is Catherine from Taipei, and this is The View with Catherine Chang. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.